Plan ahead and expect delays. This is the message straight from ADOT as they gear up to shut down two major freeways this weekend.
ABC 15's Jamie Warren is joining us live right now, kicking off our team coverage with what drivers need to know so you don't get stuck in all that traffic and those backups. Jamie.
Hey, good morning, guys. The big takeaway this morning is that check your map on your phone before you head out the door. Make sure you're looking at which route you're going to take. If you don't do that, you could get stuck in a massive traffic backup. I'm standing what is known as the Broadway Curve. That's where we are this morning. So SR 143 one way, the I-10 the other. I have Marcy McMacken with ADOT joining us live this morning. Okay, so break it down pretty simply for us. What's going to be closed this weekend?
Hi, Jamie. Yeah, so tonight, starting at 10 o'clock, we have two freeways within the Broadway Curve Project that will be closed. The first one is westbound I-10 is going to be closed between the Loop 202 Santan South Mountain Freeway all the way to the US 60. But then also southbound SR 143 is going to be closed between the Loop 202 Red Mountain Freeway and Interstate 10.
What are they going to be doing this weekend during that time? We see all of this construction here behind us.
Yes, so during the closure, crews will be on Interstate 10 conducting pave work, but on Interstate 10 and SR 143, they will also be shifting traffic lanes in order to create a safe workspace for crews. And also on SR 143, crews will be removing overhead signs, so we can't have motorists traveling underneath crews as they work.
This is something that's been a huge project, been going on for the past few years now. The point of the project is what?
Yeah, the point of the project, again, is to reduce the congestion and improve traffic flow through the Interstate 10 Broadway Curve Improvement Project. As many know, that is one of the busiest sections of Interstate 10 throughout the Phoenix area. And by 2040, the amount of traffic is expected to increase by hundreds of thousands of motorists every morning and evening during commute times.
And we read that it is expected, the entire thing is expected to be completed by the end of 2024. Is it still on schedule to be completed by then?
Yes, this project is still on schedule to be completed by 2024, the end of.
Okay. Good to know, right? We hear that. We're like, okay, we're glad to hear that everything's on time. But in the meantime, we're going to be seeing other closures like this periodically over the course of the next year or so.
Right. So motorists will get a break from these types of closures within the next 2 to 3 weeks. But by the end of September and throughout October, we'll have many more freeway closures. And we'll have one similar to this, where two different freeways are closed at the same time during the one weekend.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for explaining all of this for us. And yeah, in the meantime, you're going to be seeing construction as we've been showing you throughout the morning, but also make sure to go to abc15.com/traffic. That's where we put all of the closures there as well for you. But you're probably wondering, okay, well, how do we get around these closures this weekend? And for a closer look at that, I'm going to send things over to our Megan Thompson.
Yeah, Jamie, this is a big one. So thank you so much for tag teaming it with me to get people prepared for the next few days. So again, I'm going to reiterate those closures and go over those alternates. So I-10 westbound between the 202 and the 60, that's going to close at 10 p.m. tonight through 4 a.m. on Monday. Your alternates could be the 202 in that eastbound direction, the Santan Freeway, hopping on the Loop 101 in that northbound direction. Depending on where you need to go, you could use the 60 in that westbound direction. Of course, you can't continue along the 10, but you could also continue in that northbound direction on the 101 and hop on the 202 westbound, the Red Mountain Freeway. If you're trying to get to the West Valley, you could use the 202 South Mountain, taking that in that westbound, northbound direction to get to the 10, well beyond that closure there. Now let's zoom into the other closure that Jamie was talking about, the southbound direction of the 143 right near the airport between the 202 Red Mountain and the 10. 10 p.m. Friday till 4 a.m. on Monday is when that will close. Your alternate is to take the 202 westbound there to the mini stack interchange, and from there you can connect to the I-10 eastbound. Now, if you're trying to get to the airport, you're going to want to get off the 202 at 44th Street and travel in that southbound direction to be able to navigate that there. We posted this all online, Kaylee, at abc15.com. And that's not the only closures that we are tracking. We'll go into more of those and a check of those desert drive times this morning still ahead.